Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name is Hillary, and we're going to go outside. I tried to record the intro outside, and there's so much going on. The neighbors are all noisy and yelling and banging stuff around, and the birds are squawking. I could barely hear myself over the birds. So we're going to go outside here in a little bit, which is why I'm standing next to the door. And this is week 2 of the Finding the Fae with Summer at Astarias Inn. Oh, my dog's getting impatient. She wants to go outside too. That's Clover. So if you hear huffing, it's because I'm standing by the door, but we're not going outside yet. So anyway, this is week 2 of Finding the Fae with Summer from Astarias Inn. Her link to her channel will be in the description. And this week we're talking about connecting with the Fae. And I'm going to show you my journal stuff that I started working on when we get back inside. I'm going to go show you my little garden and all my little gnome figures. So when I started this Fae work, it was it just felt right for it to be gnomes. I don't know. It was just in like a natural, like I knew that they were gnomes. I knew it was comfortable, and before I even started this, it was years ago, my brother and his family started giving me gnomes. So I've got some gnomes that are in storage that I really wish I had out now. I've got a fisherman, some that are sitting around a campfire, and then one, I'm sorry, and then one that I got from work, that somebody brought it as a gift and the doctor didn't want it, so I took it. So we are going to go outside, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk. It might be too noisy because the birds are going crazy out there again. They're a lot louder than last time, or there's one that's a lot louder. So we're going to go outside, look at all my little garden. Now remember, we are in an RV park. We live in our camper. So this is my little temporary garden. I experimented with self-watering planters this year. Some of them I bought off of Amazon, and some of them my husband and I built. The totes are the ones we built. And before I forget, if you're interested in building them, if you look on Pinterest, look for earth boxes. That's what those are called. So Clover and I are going to go outside and show you my little garden, and hopefully I can just talk. Otherwise I'm going to have to record it and then do a voiceover later, which I don't want to do, but we'll see. Hopefully everybody's quiet while we're out there. What time is it? It's almost 11 o'clock, so hopefully everybody's calmed down for the day. It's really hot outside, so we're not going to be able to, the camera battery's not going to want to be out there and get too hot, so we've got to make it quick. So, you ready to go outside, Clover? You ready to go outside? Okay, let's go outside. We're going outside. Alright, first I have to show you this sign that I bought yesterday. Please no trespooping. That's specific to one neighbor. So, all my little lanterns. Alright, so here we've got some flowers. I love these black petunias. I'm gonna have to get more of those next year. My marigolds. I'll start. Here's some gnomes. That's Dog Mom. And this little dog is Lady Do, because she looks like the perfect combination of 2 dogs that we had that have passed away. Oh, and then here's Benny. He's the troublemaker. And this is Ollie. And his headlights work. It's really fun, and they're actually really bright. And over here, this is Rob and Bob. Oh, there's a little spider. Clover's checking on the berries. Over here, we have my poor Basil. This is Basil because he hangs out with the basil. So I had one in here, it died, so I got another, it died, but then this one sprouted up. So hopefully it does okay. But these are all the self-watering pots from Amazon. We've had a ton of rain, so self-watering pots and don't work out so good when you have too much rain. And I got lots of weeds. Oh, there's roly-poly in my flowers. And this is Frank, because he grills. More flowers. And then I got these, the little marbles in them. They glow in the dark. These guys are the ones I got at Hobby Lobby yesterday. So this one is cherry, because she's either got cherries or tomatoes. I thought it'd be cherry tomatoes. This one is Jay, because I like the little blue jay bird. This one is Doug, because Dig Dug. So they hang out there. More flowers. Here's my tomato plants. There's lots of drama going on there. There's two smaller ones that I thought they were dying, so I got this bigger one, and now they're all thriving. So, whatever. And I've got, now that one, oh no, that's on that one. I got two tomatoes on that plant. And then down here, this is Tom, because he hangs out in the tomatoes. Here's my strawberries. I am so excited about my strawberries. These two plants aren't doing so good, but the rest are. And here is, this is Barry, because he hangs out in the berries. I've got some down there, and that one. I've had quite a few, and some of them are really, really good. Okay, now back to the gnomes. So this one is George, and if you're a fan of the big red monster from Looney Tunes, that's how he got his name. This is on the bicycle. This is Huff, and this is Daisy. And here's Rocky, because he rocks. And then you see my hummingbird feeders. And I think that's everybody. What do you think, Clover? Is it too hot? You want to go back inside? Okay, we're going back inside where it's cooler. Alright, here are my... Uh-oh, where's the other one? Oh, here it is. So, while I was watching Summer's week 2 video, she did her little journals, which I will put a link in the description for that. I kept having to go back to watch it many times to figure out how to fold. Now, the other one that has pockets, I really wanted to do that, but I am just not set up for glue. And that took some gluing, and I just do not have the space right now for gluing it. This one was folding with a little bit of cutting. So while I was sitting there doing laundry and thinking about the shopping that I had to go do, I decided I needed to go to Hobby Lobby and get a piece of paper to do the journal. And I ended up with 6 pieces of paper, 2 books of stickers, another flat thing of stickers, 3 more gnomes, and a one of those distressing ink thingies that Summer uses quite a bit. And I left with a lot of stuff, but it was all on sale. Anyway, so these are the ones I got, and what I did is I folded them all up. Oh, my camera's getting warm. And I love this wood one. And I almost used this one, but I'll show you the one. Oh, and I love this one. I almost used this one for my fairy work stuff. This one is handmade paper with the distressed edges. I love handmade paper. It is just amazing. I love it. Like in junior high school, I actually got to make handmade paper. There's a lot of work that goes to it, and I just love the texture of it. And anytime I don't know what I'm going to use this one for, but it's going to be for something special because I love handmade paper. So there's those 5. But then I chose this green one. And now this is the beginning of it because, you know, I just made it. So here's like the cover. And now, as you know, most of my fairy work revolves around gnomes. So I've got Gnome Sweet Gnome, Life is a Fairy Tale, and this Gnome Place Like Home. So this, I'm sure I'm going to be adding more to the front as we go through more summer stuff. And then, look at this! So this is the week 1 questions. So I wrote them on the paper that they wrapped the gnomes that I bought, the protective paper. I wrote the questions and the answers to the tarot spread that I use my pendulum and charms with. And like I said, they're stickered in because I don't have space for glue. Gluing, I think, takes up a lot of space. And I just don't have space right now for that. So I wrote each question with the answers on a piece of paper, tore it out, and then stuck it with some of the stickers I bought. Oh, I think I need to add a few stickers. That's right there. And I love this so much. And I almost distressed the edges, but then I decided on this, not to distress the edges. I like it better without the distressed edges. And it turned out so good. I love it. And then I've got room for more stuff. So when summer gives us more to do, I will have the room. And this is making me so happy. The timing of this was it's perfect. Like I said in my manifestation box video, I've been planning on to do fae work, and I was just getting ramped up for it, and then summer's video started coming, and I'm so happy with this work. So my battery is also dying, so I'm going to stop right now and we'll go to the next thing. Alright, and it's been a couple days, and lots happened in that couple days. So where should I start? Let's start with the journal prompt stuff that I should have done last at the beginning. So this week's journal prompt was, how does fae connection feel different to me than other spiritual connections? And I kind of covered that in my last video, in the week 1 video. And then, when have I felt an unseen presence or subtle energy near me? Have I already had a fae experience? So, I kind of explained, or talked a little bit about that in the last video too, but, I do have some more current experience. So let me show you this first. So, here's my little journal that I am loving so much. So I decided to add keywords from the journal entries. Since I pretty much do the journal entry as a video, I decided to write the keywords in here. And then this is this week's with the spread and my keywords. So for how I feel they're different is it's more like a hidden support and more like a playful, like back here. It's a protector, fun, playful, supportive, hidden support and protection, especially in nature and water. And that's kind of a new thing. I used to be able to, like, if I was in my house, I'd kind of feel like, I would say it was sort of like a fae presence, but I don't so much, and we'll get into that later too, in the camper, I mean. So I've got lots of childhood memories, and I see a lot of stuff out of the corner of my eyes, but, so we've had some weather. We've had 2 record-breaking months of rain, and we're working on the 3rd. With that, sometimes there's wind. So not too long ago, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we had bad wind. It was super bad. And being in a camper, of course, whenever there's bad wind, I always think, oh no, we're gonna blow over, and I'll jump, and I don't do good in the wind. But anyway, there was lots of banging, and the next morning I just knew something was damaged, that there was bad stuff, because there was a lot of banging. But I was kind of hoping, because we can, like, when there's some wind, we can hear the dumpsters that are actually not very close. They're pretty far away from us. You can hear the lids on the dumpsters banging around. That always, for some reason, to me makes it sound like something's hitting cars, or cars are hitting each other. But turns out all that banging was just outside our door. So if you, in my video that I took you on the tour of the garden, we've got a Blackstone and then a regular grill. And in that storm, both those grills got knocked over. But the weird part was, most of my gnomes and most of my little plant pots didn't get blown over. They pretty much stayed where they were. I thought for sure my tomato plants would be snapped off, the support things in my tomato plant would be, nope, all totally fine. So to me it felt like, because there's no way it should have been fine. There should have been a lot more stuff blown over. To me it felt like they were there protecting what they could protect. But there's no way they could protect the grills, because they're big heavy things, and just they did what they could. Totally understand. So that's my most recent story. Let's go on to the communication part. So I tried the automatic writing with advice from Summer's video, and I've never been good at automatic writing, but I think I got closer this time. But I think Summer says she uses a pencil because it's lighter and kind of easier to flow. I think, let me show you. On a pencil, they're usually narrower, and so I'm more comfortable with bigger. I actually have a bigger pen. It's a Bic pen that I love writing. It's so comfortable to write with for me, and I can loosely hold on to that. This one does okay, but I think with that pencil, because I was using that narrow pencil, I think I was focusing too much on gripping instead of just let it freely go. Also, I think I did it too close to her video, so I was so hyped up, because each time I watch one of these Faye videos, whether it's Summer's or Rachelle's or Courtney's or whoever's, I get super hyper. And I shouldn't have done it so close. So sometime when I'm more chill, I'll try it again, but not right now. Now, so I'll use the pen and see if that works better. Now, for a really cool automatic writing video, you have to go watch Courtney's Aries Witchcraft. Go watch her video. I just watched it last night. Her automatic writing experience was amazing. So go watch that. Now, for the tarot reading. So, like last time, I took Summer's tarot spread and I did it because I'm a crystals channel and I'm more comfortable. I did my pendulum, my amethyst pendulum, with the pendulum board that my husband made for me. And then I worked in my charms as a clarification, or if I just needed some more information. And holy crap. This was such perfect timing. I needed this right now. It hit hard. And I don't know how to explain it in a calm way. So I may get a little distracted and I'll probably stumble over my words a lot during this. So just be patient, because there's no way I'm going to be patient. All right, so the first question is, are the Fae trying to communicate with me? So since it was a yes or no question, I did the, yes or no, and it moved in the yes. So I thought, yay, good. I'm not doing all this and they don't want to talk to me. So I thought, in a tarot reading, you're going to get a little bit more than just yes or no. You're going to get more to it. So I pulled a couple, where's my notes? The heart and candy cane. I pulled a couple charms, and I got the heart and the candy cane. So the heart in my charms means love, affection, stuff like that. And the candy cane means receiving gifts. And I know it's receiving gifts because I have a different one for giving gifts. It's a Santa and a sleigh. But the candy cane is receiving gifts. So I took that as, yes, they want to communicate with me, and they love receiving the gifts. Now, my gifts aren't, I can't really do the offerings that a lot of people do. I know Summer does fresh baked bread. Some people do honey, stuff like that. Mine have to be more like physical objects, because for one, I don't have space inside the camper. I've got other altar spaces that, I've got a small space for altar space. That's confusing, but, and then outside, I don't want to do food offerings because I don't want to attract, we live in a camper. I don't want to attract rodents, bugs, anywhere near. We try to keep them away because we don't, once they get in a camper, it's such a pain. It's a pain when you get into a house too, but I think it's easier to control in a house. Or it's just more space and you don't notice it as much. But in a camper, you get ants and it's horrible. So I took that as they love what I've done out in my little garden that I showed you before. So that was great. I really like that. Next question. If so, am I blocking these connections? So I used my pendulum, and of course it said yes, which I kind of expected. So for the other information, it was kind of weird. I went into my little bag to pull out, and immediately these three fell out. So I've got my little watering can, which means taking care of, there. My little watering can means taking care of something, whether it's like my little garden outside, a family member, whatever. I'm taking care of something. The little old school telephone is communication, but not just communication, it's listening and talking type of communication. And then the little pentacle is protection from, how did I have it worded? Protection directly from my guides. And guides could be anything. It could be deities, fae, ancestors. It's just, that's how I have it. So I took this as I am spending too much time taking care of stuff that when I go outside, I don't stop and listen and talk. I go into immediately, deadheading the flowers, checking the tomatoes, checking the strawberries, seeing if they need watered, all of that. Checking on the gnomes, make sure they're where they're, right up. Rocky falls over a lot because he rocks, and so he has to get righted quite a bit. So I'm taking care of all that stuff, but I'm not stopping to listen and talk. To the hummingbirds, there's a little bluebird that likes to come out and sit on the post nearby. I need to just go outside and do that. And the protection from my guides kind of, it gives me affirmation that they are little protectors. So so I need to communicate with them more. And so focusing on less taking care, still I need to take care of everything, but to go out and listen and talk and communicate with them more. So that was really cool. All right, next question is, if so, how have they tried communicating with me? And what came up was, so I used my pendulum, and it spelled out R-E-R-E. And of course I didn't know what that meant, so I Googled it, and it means backward, behind, or retro. And I took that as memories. Especially, remember from my week 1 video, I talked a lot about the littles and how all those memories of them in my classroom and my house growing up, how all that came up. So I decided I need a little clarification on that. Because if they're communicating through my memories, I needed to know just a little bit more. So I got the scale, which means balance, and the pliers, which mean adjustment. So I took that with this. The question number 2 is I needed to work on the balance of, taking care of stuff, communicating, thinking back through my memories and seeing how the balance was back then. I did talk, I couldn't see him, but I would talk to him, and I haven't done that in a really long time. So I need to make adjustments and fix the balance of all that. So that was really cool too. Question 4. This is the not just holy cow, but holy crap moment. If so, what message are they trying to tell me? Okay, I'm gonna warn you. Just thinking about it is starting to make me emotional. So, okay, so I did pendulum, and it came up P. Hold on, let me look at it. PT15U. Now, right now, you're probably thinking that's just gibberish, and I know that because that's what I thought. So I Googled it, not thinking I was gonna get. I thought I was gonna have to break it up. Nope, it's a part number. It is a Napa part number for Planet Color paint, which most people wouldn't think that's a big deal, but it's huge. There is a huge Napa connection. And then the Planet Color paint, there's another connection there. And I will say it's mostly to do with my husband. But I don't want to go into too much detail into personal stuff, but just know it hit hard. It still hits hard. So then I asked, for more, and I got this little picture of the house and tree, and then the intertwined hearts. So this one is I want to make sure I get this right. Home, security, comfort, and a safe place. And then these intertwined hearts means commitment. I took this as things are falling into place. The message that they are trying to tell me is things are falling into place. So the Napa thing is one step. I want a safe place. You know, the camper, it's safe. It's kind of comfortable. um, but it's not my go home and feel safe, secure, not a stress space. And I want the commitment of the place where I can go home and not feel the world jiggle. My battery's gonna die. I'll be right back. Alright, this is a partial battery, so I need to move faster. So anyway, so I want that place where I can go and not feel so claustrophobic, because right now I feel like I'm in a box all the time. You know, it's 2 steps to the kitchen, it's 6 steps to the bathroom, it's 8 steps to the bed. So it's, things are piled up because we don't have storage space. So, you know, in the middle of the living room floor right now, there's a bunch of bottled waters and some soda. And my little workspace is, I can't just leave stuff up to work on stuff. I have to put it away all the time. And when the wind blows, no matter, I know it probably won't happen, but in my head, I always have to worry that it feels like it's gonna blow over. And to me, that's not, it's not my safe space. We are safe here, you know, I don't have to worry about that, but it's hard to explain. Next one, how can I best honor the Fae? This one got a little weird. So, and I'm still a little confused about it. So the pendulum spelled out H-U. That was it. So the main result of HU is, it's the name of a Mongolian folk metal band. I couldn't understand a word they were saying, but the music was really fun. I really liked it. A folk metal band was also interesting. But then there was also stuff like, it's a country code for Hungary. It's pronoun used for Allah. It's an Egyptian god. Handling unit, meaning packing material, the carton plus the goods. An ancient name for God. Mandarin Chinese word for exhale, to call, to shout, to cry. So I asked for clarification because I had no idea what was going on. And I got a little dragon and this little pumpkin. And I just moved my notes far away and I can't see. So the dragon is magical power and wisdom. And my little pumpkin is harvest and celebrating the harvest. So once again, I'm confused. But I think I need to use my magical knowledge, and then celebrate what comes of my magic. So how can I best honor the Fae? I think for one, I think that who thing, because it was such a fun, I was watching a video, I couldn't watch it for very long because I didn't understand what they were saying, but the music and the video were fun, and I think so I need to have fun is one, and use my magic, and then celebrate when something comes of the fun and the magic. So then, okay, so the last question is, so if if you answered no to the first one, if no, refer to the Fae Foundation spread. I didn't need to do that because I got answers on the other ones. So, I'm exhausted. I was exhausted after doing it, and now explaining it all makes me even more. I'm kind of hoping next week is kind of a chill week. I know Summer said we were talking about Fae portals, and I'm kind of hoping it's just like calm and not this intense, and because these last 2 weeks, but at the same time I needed this to know that the support was there, that there is something there, that and I need to go outside and I need to listen and talk to him and not focus so much on deadheading the flowers or if there's bugs in my strawberries again or something like that. I need to focus on listening to everything. So that's this week's video. Go watch Summer's. Go watch everybody else is doing these Fae videos. It's great. I love it. I'm rambling. I need to go take a break, and the air conditioner's probably gonna kick on here pretty soon because I'm getting warm. So I will hopefully get this posted over the weekend. On Tuesday, I've got new crystals to show off, so watch for that video, and then we'll see what Summer's got planned for. Hopefully a relaxing week 3, maybe, but I doubt it because these first 2 weeks have been so exciting and so intense that I'm sure it's just going to keep going. So I will see you next time.